Sam Hill. Margie.
Oh.
What's the idea? What's going on here?
Oh, Dad, I've got the most wonderful news. We're moving.
Oh, well, it's nice of you to tell me. May I inquire as to where we are supposed to be moving?
Just downstairs.
Oh, downstairs.
Yes, Dad. The Andrews moved out of that wonderful big apartment on the first floor. And Mr. Patterson, the manager, says we can move right in. And it's got a dropped living room, and it's all on the southern exposure, and it's got a huge paneled library, and it's only $50 a month more. And the cutest young man just moved into that single next door.
Margie.
Yes, Dad?
No.
But, Dad...
No. N-O. No.
Good afternoon, Miss Albright.
Hi, Charlie. How'd you like to do something for me? A big favor.
You just name it.
Well, when my father comes home tonight, tell him the elevator's out of order, so he'll have to walk up.
Can you name something else?
Oh, please, Charlie, I'll really appreciate it.
Well, gosh, Miss Albright, I'd do anything for you, but I like Mr. Albright, too. And that seemed like a sort of unfriendly thing for me to do. And I wouldn't want to do anything to Mr. Albright that would be unfriendly. Do you know something, Miss Albright? Exercise is the greatest thing in the world for a man like Mr. Albright. And just about the best exercise I know is climbing those stairs.
And when Dad pulls himself up those 10 flights of stairs, he'll begin to see the benefits of living on the first floor.
Margie, you're wonderful. I'm sure lucky to have a girl like you. You're not only beautiful, you're brilliant.
Ah, thanks, Freddie. And I'm lucky to have a friend like you. You're not only... Well, anyway, I'm lucky to have a friend like you.
Thanks, Margie.
Now, remember, when Dad comes in... Oh! Dad, what's the matter?
Oh, that stupid elevator broke down. I had to walk up 10 flights of stairs.
Oh, you poor dear, what a shame. Now, if we were living on the first floor...
Oh, don't be ridiculous. They'll fix the elevator. Oh, my back is killing me.
I'm sorry, Dad. I didn't know about your back.
Oh, it's nothing really serious. I guess I must have twisted at the office. Oh, I think I'll lie down for a couple of hours. Oh.
Good evening, Mr. Albright. I guess you didn't see me. How are you feeling?
Oh, shut up.
You know something, Margie?
What?
Sometimes I get the impression your father doesn't really like me.
Oh, of course he does. You just have to understand, Dad. When he says you're stupid and clumsy and a pest, what you have to remember is he's really sincere.
Oh.
I just wish I could get Dad to let us move downstairs to that apartment. Why is he being so stubborn?
Well, to tell you the truth, Margie, I don't blame him. I'd rather live on the 10th floor than the first floor myself. I guess any guy would. Unless he walked in his sleep or something and was afraid of falling out the window. But generally speaking...
Freddie, that's it.
Huh?
You are brilliant. You've solved everything.
I am? I did?
Now run along, and I'll decide what I can do about it. Dad? Dad?
What is it?
Dinner's ready.
Oh, okay. Holy smoke, it's cold in here.
It sure is. What did you open that window for?
I didn't open the window.
Oh, but you must have.
I tell you, I didn't. I came in here, lay down, and went to sleep.
Well, nobody else has been in here, and if that window's open, you... Dad!
Margie, what's the matter?
Oh, how awful.
Oh, what?
Why, you walked in your sleep.
I did not.
But you must have. How else did that window get open? Ooh.
Honey, what is it?
Oh, Dad, when you were walking in your sleep, you might have gone right out that window and... Oh, you're too precious for me to lose. For your own protection, we've got to move down to that first floor apartment immediately.
Oh, don't be silly. If I did walk in my sleep, it was only to open the window, not jump out of it. Now, come on, let's have dinner. Oh, Oh.
I tried to talk to him about it again at breakfast this morning, but he was in a horrible mood. He didn't get much sleep last night on account of his back. I'll try him again tonight. He just came in, Freddie. I'll talk to you later. Hi, Dad. How are you feeling?
Oh, terrible. No sleep last night. My back killing me all day.
Well, maybe you should go to the doctor.
Well, I just came from there.
And?
I'll live. He gave me a treatment and the sleeping powder.
Good. I hope you get some rest tonight.
Oh, I will. He guaranteed this would knock me out and keep me sleeping for 8 hours, come backache or high water.
Oh, swell. Well, right after dinner.
Oh, I'm too bush to eat. I'm going to turn in right now. Oh, good night.
Good night. Freddie, can you come over right away? I think I know how we can really convince Dad that he walks in his sleep. Now listen carefully.
Hi, Margie.
All set?
Well, I'm not sure.
Good. Let's go.
Are you sure he won't wake up?
If he does, Dr. Lazar is going to have his license revoked.
Yeah, and I'm going to have my brains beat out.
Oh, stop worrying. He's out for the night. Look. Hey, Dad. Hey, wake up. The house is on fire.
Sleep all right.
You take him under the arms. Now all we have to do is get him down to the car.
What else is new?
Well, officer, I can explain everything.
Oh, pray do.
Well, I don't know how. I don't know how I got here.
Oh, I see. That explains everything.
Well, officer, I mean.
Okay, fun's fun. Now stop kidding around. What's going on?
Officer, I don't know. I have no idea. Margie was right. I do.
You do what?
Walk in my sleep, officer. That's how I got here. It must be.
That's how you got here from where?
From my apartment, from where I live, the Carlton Arms.
Uh-huh. Do you know how far it is from the Carlton Arms to here?
Oh, no, I don't. I tell you, I don't know where I am.
You're right off of the 72nd Street entrance to Central Park. That's a good 3 miles from the Carlton Arms. And you walked all that way in your pajamas, barefoot.
Yes, and in my sleep I must have.
Yeah? Well, then how come your feet are so clean?
Oh, Officer, I think I'm beginning to get it.
Well, you better make it good, because you're going to begin to get about 30 days.
Officer, do you have any children?
Yeah, one, a girl. And oh, brother, what she puts me through.
Well, sit down. I think you'll understand.
Well, I never. I wonder where he thinks he is.
10, please.
Mr. Albright, what happened?
I'll fix her.
Fix who?
Let me put it this way, Charlie. If a certain young lady would go to so much trouble to make me think I walked in my sleep, well, we wouldn't want to disappoint her, would we?
No, sir.
Yeah, but it's almost 8 o'clock. He must have come to by now. I hope nothing happened to him. It's okay. I think he just came in. I'll call you later.
Margie, where are you?
Dad, what's the matter?
Oh, honey, you were right. I've had the most horrible experience.
Dad, what are you talking about?
Margie, last night I walked in my sleep.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes, I walked clear to Central Park.
Dad, how awful and how dangerous.
Oh, I might have been killed.
Oh, Dad, now we've got to move.
Margie, that's just what I was going to say.
I'll phone Mr. Patterson and tell him we're moving to the first floor today.
Oh, no, Margie, that wouldn't be any solution at all.
But, Dad...
But, Margie, there's more than the danger of falling out of a window.
How do you mean?
Well, there's the danger of being run over by an automobile.
Oh,
Margie, a man of my condition shouldn't live in the city at all. That's it. We'll move to the country off the beaten path where a man can walk in his sleep and wake up in one piece.
Is it much farther, Dad?
No, we're almost there. Gee, I was sure lucky to find a place so soon. This place belongs to Mr. Honeywell's cousin. Just the ticket for my problem, he said.
Maybe it'll have a tennis court, even a swimming pool. Some of these Long Island estates are pretty swanky, you know.
Well, there it is.
Where?
Right there. That's it.
But, Dad, surely you could have found something better than that.
Well, this is an emergency. One more night in the city might have been my last. Surely you'd rather have a live father than a swimming pool or tennis court, wouldn't you?
Oh, yes, of course, Dad, but...
Well, that's my little girl. Come on, honey. We're home. Well, Margie, here we are. There's nothing like an old-fashioned farm kitchen.
Dad,
Yes, Margie?
how long are we going to live here?
Oh, until my sleepwalking days are over.
Well, I'm sure that won't take long. I mean, if you don't walk in your sleep tonight and tomorrow night, that means you're cured, I guess, and we can go back to town, huh?
Well, no, Margie. You see, we haven't any place to go back to. I've given up the apartment, and they've probably rented to someone by now.
But we can get another apartment, can't we? Someplace? Any place, can't we?
Why, yes, but not right away, of course. We're going to be here for a year.
A year? Here?
Well, yes, I've taken a year's lease on this place. Oh, there's nothing like bracing country air to give a man an appetite. Now, how about rustling up some dinner?
But there's nothing here to eat.
There's always something to eat on a farm.
Like what?
Tonight, I would suggest a nice big chicken dinner.
Chicken.
Well, yes, the chicken coop is right out in back of the house.
Dad, you mean you want me to... Oh, no, I couldn't.
Come, Margie. We're living in the country now. You've got to get used to these things. This way to the chicken coop. Where's the chicken?
Well, I mean, it takes too long to clean and cook a chicken.
Well, all right, but I'm hungry. At least you can boil me a couple of eggs.
Oh, sure, Dad. Hey, there's no water.
Of course there's water. In the well.
Oh.
everything's going to be all right. You'll get used to things by the end of the year. Good night, dear.
Dad?
No, it's me, Freddie.
Come on in.
The door's locked.
It's just stuck. Push it.
How, Margie? When your father said he was moving to the country, you should have asked him what country.
Freddie, you don't know how right you are.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, I did a lot of thinking last night, and all of a sudden it hit me. There's only one possible reason for Dad ever taking an awful dump like this, to get even with me.
Get even? You mean he found out that we put him on that park bench?
Well, he must have. I don't know how, but that's the only way this makes any sense. He's playing that old Albright game of teaching little Margie a lesson.
And you're stuck here for a year?
Unless I break down and confess, that's what he's waiting for.
Looks like he's really got you this time. This is murder.
I can be just as stubborn as he is. I'll think of some other way. You sit down and think, too.
Margie, I just remembered. That big dance in town tomorrow night. I was going to ask you, but if you're going to be stuck way out here...
Hello? Oh, Dad.
Listen, honey, I have a business meeting that's going to keep me very late, and I have to be at the office first thing in the morning, so I'll have to spend the night in town.
You mean I have to stay here alone tonight?
Oh, I'm sorry, honey, but business, you know.
Wait a minute. Where will you sleep?
Oh, I'll go to a hotel.
But, Dad, all that traffic in town, are you sure you'll be safe?
Oh, I'll lock myself in the room, and don't worry, I'll be all right. Night, Margie. Talk to you tomorrow.
He's not coming out tonight?
No, and not tomorrow night, or the next night, or the next night, if I know Foxy Pappy.
Golly.
Don't you see, Freddie? That's the answer.
What?
Why, he rented this awful place. It was just to stick me with. He has no intentions of spending any time here. Well, I'll show him.
What are you going to do?
Operator, I want to call New York City. El Dorado 53756.
Hey, Margie, that's your number. Or at least it was your number.
I've got a feeling it's still our number. I'm going to find out if Dad really did give up that apartment.
Hello? 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 Hello?
All right, Freddie. Now we go to work.
Oh, look, Margie, the last time we went to work, you ended up on a farm. I don't want to end up in the hospital.
Don't be silly. This is war. Now, I want you to get a hold of one of your unemployed friends. Get him out here tomorrow. Tell him it's a chance to make a fast $10.
$10? Why can't I do it?
I have other plans for you. You know, Freddie, I've got a feeling we may still be able to make that dance tomorrow night.
Albright speaking. Oh, it's you, Freddie. What?
I'm out at the farm. Something terrible's happened, Mr. Albright. Margie's had an accident.
Well, what happened? Is she hurt?
She's out of her head. That's where she got kicked, right in the head. She was milking the cow.
Well, don't stand there talking. Call a doctor.
I did. He's here right now. He says you better get out here right away.
Oh, my poor baby. What have I done? What have I done?
Here he is.
How is she? She's going to be all right, isn't she?
This is her father, Dr. Easton.
How do you do, Mr. Albright?
Oh, doctor, she's not...
No, nothing too serious physically. No fractures, but
But what?
she's lost her memory completely. What we call amnesia.
Amnesia? Are you sure? Well, maybe she'll remember me. I'm her father. Can I see her?
Of course. Try not to excite her.
Margie.
Help! Help! There's a strange man in my room.
Margie, it's me, your father.
My father?
Oh, yes. Yes, darling. Don't you remember?
I never saw you before in my life. Help! Help! There's a man in my room! Help! Help!
Please, Mr. Albright, you're only upsetting her.
Oh, Doctor, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
You'll talk outside.
Pretty awful, isn't it, Mr. Albright?
Oh, it's all my fault. I'll never forgive myself. Oh, why did I do it? Is there anything I can do?
I understand from Mr. Wilson you've sublet your old apartment. Too bad. If she could be returned to familiar surroundings...
Oh, but she can. I still have my apartment. I mean, I can get it back any time.
Well, good. In that case, I suggest you take her there at once.
Oh, I will. I'll do it immediately. Oh, thank you, Doctor. Thank you.
Okay, Freddie, I'll be ready about 9 o'clock. I told you we'd make that dance. Oh, don't worry about Dad. I'll just tell him I feel wonderful. We sure put it over, didn't we? Poor old fashioned. We'll have to remember this amnesia gag. It may come in handy again. Oh, and tell your actor friend Max, he almost had me believing he was a doctor.
Margie, I'm home.
Dad's home. I'll call you later.
Oh, hi, honey. Honey, how do you feel?
Dad, I'm cured.
What?
Yes, Dad, I'm completely cured. I feel great.
Oh, honey, that's wonderful.
I'm so happy I'm going out and celebrate. Freddie's taking me to a dance.
Hold on, you've been a very sick girl. Kicked in the head by a cow and a victim of amnesia.
But I'm all better now.
We can't take any chances. You'll have to stay in bed for a while.
Well, maybe for an hour or so.
An hour or so? Don't be silly. You'll have to have a complete rest for at least 3 months.
3 months? 3 more months in bed?
Of course, honey. I'd never forgive myself if I let you get up too soon and you had to relax. Now spend a nice, restful evening. I'm going to change and take Roberta out to a party.
Dad?
Yes, dear?
Am I really too sick to get up?
Oh, yes, honey. Absolutely.
Then I'm too sick to be left home alone. You'll have to stay with me.
No, you're right, honey. I'll stay in, too. Margie?
Now, Dad, about that apartment on the first floor.
Margie, haven't we been through enough without you starting that again?
But, Dad, don't you realize you could have saved us all that trouble if you hadn't been so unreasonable in the first place?
Me? Unreasonable? Well, that's my little Margie.